everybody. All right, John Stossel joining us on set now. You started looking into the education situation in this country. Well, you went through it yourself.
Most of us did.
But almost a decade ago, you had this series, Stupid in America. You got a lot of attention for it.
Well, probably because 700 union teachers showed up outside my office screaming, "Shame on you, Stossel! You should teach. Teachers aren't the problem." And teachers aren't the problem, but the teachers' union's the problem. Though I've learned since that it's, even in states with weak unions, there's a problem because of what reformers call the blob. Just the resistance you get in any government monopoly, in any monopoly where nobody has to change. They don't. The administrators, the school boards, the PTAs, they just don't want competition. They say, competition isn't for children. And yet, it's what makes everything better.
Bad teachers keep teaching, kids keep not learning.
Bad teachers keep teaching, dangerous teachers keep teaching,
right.
Or they get paid not to teach because nobody can fire them.
And you found out, and this was interesting to me, and I read this in your article, that we're actually spending more on education in the past couple of years. So it's a money problem, not really.
People think it's a money problem, but we've tripled spending per student, adjusted for inflation, tripled since I was in college. Test scores are flat. We now, in places where they have failing schools like Washington, D.C., spend $500,000 per classroom.
A year?
A year. Think how many good, and not including the capital costs to build the classroom, think how many good teachers you could hire for $500,000.
Wow.
You say to them, well, where did the money go?
Where did it go?
And they don't know because it's a government monopoly, and as we should have learned from the fall of the Soviet Union, they just make resources disappear.
Well, you went back to college. And tonight, we're gonna at 9 o'clock tonight, we're gonna see something great. We're gonna play a clip of it right now, a little preview.
In the nation's capital, more than 1,000 students have gathered to study liberty. Should these students even be in college? If they work as interns, are they exploited? If they're here illegally, should being a student give them a quicker path to citizenship? Should they take drugs or drink? What should the rules be? A trip back to college. That's our show tonight.
Did you literally go back to a campus? Then can you tell us which one?
Well, no, that was in a hotel, and a bunch of college students were there, but we're to thinking about college.
I would have put you in a college. An all-girls one, maybe.
I'm for that, but these 1,000 students happen to be in this conference in this hotel, so have to go where the students are.
And what's this? What do you think would be the most interesting thing we can see tonight?
Well, I think this internship debate is fascinating in that the Obama administration now says it's illegal. The Labor Department, one more useless government department, says it's illegal to employ an intern and not pay them. Now, I've done that my whole career. It started when I was a local consumer reporter where I asked for research help, and they said, what, you think we're made of money? But I went then to colleges and said, do you have interns who would like to learn and work on the job? And they said, yeah. And I won Emmys with their work. And the students liked it, said things like, I'm learning much more here, and I don't have to pay you tuition.
Than I would in the classroom, right? Do they ever get credit for?
They almost always get credit. In fact, ABC, and I think Fox too, says you have to get credit for it to be a legal arrangement.
And is the government trying to say that that shouldn't be the case anymore? Or
the government absolutely is saying that if they're unpaid, you can only have an intern unless you're the government. Then the government can have them, or nonprofits. But if you're if you have a profit-making business, only if the intern impedes your business. If you get something from the intern, you can't have them there. And this is nuts. I mean, we've all had interns who impede, and we don't like them. That's not the point. You want an intern who helps with the work. And they learn things, and many of them went on to journalism careers.
Right. Well, I've been an intern many times. I have a 29-year-old brother who's still an intern because he keeps moving around and doing all different things, and that's how you get in.
The logic is that's taking away real jobs. But it's a private contract between adults, and if the intern isn't forced to work there, they say he's being exploited. He can leave. He's not a slave, as some of these people claim. And it's win-win.
What about drinking and drugs? I saw that in the clip.
We cover drinking and drugs. Our ever-growing governments didn't force, but said we'll take away your highway money if you don't raise the drinking age to 21. So that just encourages more law breaking. It was 18 when I was in college. And the drug laws are absurd, and that we ask the kids what's easier to get, alcohol, which is legal, or weed, which is illegal, and they all say weed is easier to get. So the laws are widely ignored. They create a criminal class, and, well, we discuss with the students the laws, and some support them, most don't.
Exciting stuff. Thank you so much for that preview.
Laura.
I hope you all join in tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Thank you to everybody for joining us today.